I've got some mail. That's right. I've got a new, believe it or not, credit card right here. Just came in the mail for me, a new credit card. Now let's talk about why I think you need this credit card. And why this is the only time you'll ever hear us say, go get a credit card, is right here. Now let's dive into it. Right now, the majority of North Americans, Canadians, Americans have a credit card. I don't know the stat, probably like 100%, if not close to that. Probably 80, 90% have a credit card. We use our credit cards daily. I mean, here's the funny thing, Jen and I, we were just talking about this. Every time I go to the grocery store or I go and pick up some food and I place my order in and I go to pull out cash from my wallet, the cash person there, she's like shocked. I can't tell you how many times over the last 2-3 months I've heard, wow, I haven't seen cash in forever. We are becoming a cashless society. And here's the problem with that is when we get into mindfulness spending or using credit cards to spend and plastic to spend, on average, all the stats show us we spend more. McDonald's did a study on this. It was 35% more they found. That when you use when you use plastic over cash, you spend 35% more. There's been a bunch of them out there. Dun & Bradstreet did one. It was roughly about 12 to 18% more they found people spent using plastic over cash. And so the problem with using plastic all the time is we start to, on average, spend more money. And the problem with that is a lot of us probably feel like life's getting tight. And I hear it all the time. Oh my gosh, I can't make the budget work. We don't make enough money, or we don't have enough money, and it lasting till the end of the month. We've got more month than we do money, that type of thing. And I'm willing to bet, for the majority of you, this is the reason why. But let's talk about why you need a credit card. We're going to talk to you a few reasons here why you need not just any credit card, but specifically this kind of credit card. It's a little bit different than most credit cards that are out there on the market. It's going to cause you to actually win with money and not have your money disappear from you each and every month. And so let's dive in here. Let's give you a couple tricks here, a couple tips on why you need this kind of credit card and how this kind of credit card can absolutely help you win with money and win with life. Jen, kick us off.
All right. What we love about this type of credit card is that there is no debt attached to it. That's right. You preload it with your own money. So it's money that you already have, that you're already going to plan to spend across your budget, yet you can put it on this credit card. It's also great that there's an app attached to it. And so you can still track your spending. You can still plug those numbers into your budget, but it has a mindfulness attached to it too, because you're not just thinking, oh, I'll just pay it off later, thinking about the past and the purchases that you've already enjoyed. In fact, you're going to use money that you've already earned to make your purchases. And we have that connection to our money. When we think about it, it's hard to hand over that cash. And it's the same thing with this credit card. Mike and I have both been using it, and we've noticed that in our own personal behavior, that the behavior attached to this credit card is the same as that of using cash, because we know we've already put our money onto this card. Mike, why don't you tell us about the fees associated with it?
I love it. The best part about this is, unlike cards, I went to the bank the other day and they offered me a credit card, as they always do. They pitched me a credit card. And this credit card, they want to charge me fees. It was 20% interest, plus there was like an annual fee on this thing. I was like, no way would I pay you money for that credit card. This card here, no fees. There's no fees. There is absolutely no fees. Did I say that already? Did I say 0 fees on this? Yeah, I said that. Zero fees. Absolutely no fees on this card, which means, unlike the old prepaid cards that are out there, you go to a store, you can get a prepaid Visa card or a prepaid MasterCard. They actually charge you a 5 to 10% activation fee. Ugh. I don't want to pay that. I would want that money to work for me. So a card like this, there's absolutely no activation fee. And the cool thing is it's a reloadable card that you get to keep. Unlike the old prepaid Visa cards where you got to throw them out and buy a new one, then throw them out and buy a new one, or you got to activate them. Every time you activate them, you're charged a fee to put more money on it, or every time you want to renew it, I should say there, you're charged a fee to renew, to put the money on that card to renew it. This card here, they don't charge you any fees whatsoever. To reload, there's no limit as to what you can put on here, and there's no limit to what you can charge here. And so the great news is you absolutely pay nothing. It's absolutely free for you to have and for you to use. All right. And the best part is this card here can be loaded e-transfer. For those of you Canadians, that do the e-transfer thing, you can e-transfer to this card. You can direct deposit to this card. And you can e-transfer and direct deposit out of this card as well. You can actually use it as a little savings account that you put money from into other accounts with. And so it's very versatile and how it can be used for you and for your life here and for what you guys are doing here, which makes it very awesome with that there. Now,
I love it.
Yeah.
And what I also love is the protection for online shopping.
Yes.
It's great because you are using money that you already have, you've already assigned it to something, and you still don't get the protection of the Visa or the MasterCard rules because of that. So it's really helpful, especially if something goes wrong with your order, to have that extra layer of protection. And it's, like you said, it's versatile. You can also use it for, car rentals, hotels, airline tickets. And I believe you said that one is international, no extra fees, correct?
Exactly. Yeah. So again, let's go back. Let's talk about no fees, no fees, no fees. I feel like I've got like a fire sale happening here. Most cards, whether you use credit cards, Visa, MasterCard, whether it's a TD card or whoever it's with, they charge you international foreign fees, essentially. It's foreign transaction fees. So, in the day and age that we live in, the global economy we live in, there's a good chance a lot of your purchases, whether it's on Amazon or different websites, are in American dollars or from American companies. What happens is the majority of credit cards companies charge you a foreign transaction fee. So they're already not charging you enough on the interest you're paying, but they also want to charge you on the transaction fee and on the exchange rate. Roughly about 4% is what the transaction fee you can expect to pay on most credit cards. But these guys, there's no foreign transaction fee. And I absolutely love it because a lot of my business and what I do is in the US. And I hate seeing that transaction fee being added onto my cards. And so that's why I went out and got this as well, is because no foreign transaction fees, no fees, for you to load or preload or any of that stuff. I mean, can I say it enough? No fees, no fees, no fees. Absolutely no fees on these cards here, which is absolutely phenomenal. And here's another one here. Not only are there no fees, but there's points and perks. Now, let's just settle this right here. Don't do this for the points and perks. Because what we found is every time people, they try and gamify it with the points and perks, on average, they will spend more. But hey, I would love to earn some points and perks on cash that I actually have. Unlike a credit card where you're getting points and perks, but what's happening is you're charging, and at the end of the month, you're kind of realizing how much you spent. A card like this, you can't do that. You got to preload it, like Jen was talking about earlier, which means you're planning ahead for all your transactions. And so you're actually getting some points and perks, 1 or 2% cash back here on every transaction you make with cash you actually have, which is pretty exciting. I like that a lot right there. And the last thing here is you can shop using the app. All right, so the cool thing about, you don't even have to have this credit card in your wallet anymore. If you use Apple Pay, if you're doing online shopping, you get a virtual card as well where you can use literally your phone to do all the shopping with, which allows you to not have to carry the card around. Now, hey, it's a cool, slick card. I wouldn't mind carrying it around, but if you don't have to or need to or want to, you can use your phone now as well. It's hooked up through the app online on your phone right there. You can get in there and make all your purchases through your phone using the Stack app. All right, guys, we're in the Stack app here. Let me show you how simple and how easy this is. There's a couple of really cool components here. And so let's start here. If you have a savings goal, this is a great thing you can do in the Stack app here. You can set any goal you want here. And so, for example, let's set a vacation goal. Let's say we got a vacation 6 months or 10 months down the road here, and we're going to do a vacation goal. And let's call it $2,000 that we want to set for that goal, that getaway. Okay. And the cool thing is they call it Stack Up in here. And the way that works is every time you make a purchase, they add either $1, $2, $5, or $10 towards that specific goal, which is a pretty cool feature that you have in the app here. And you can set multiple goals within the app there, which rocks pretty hard. And really here is I want to show you this other cool part. It's called the virtual options here. Now you got your regular Stack card, which is in black, and that's your physical card. But then what you have is you've got your virtual card here. And this allows you to do your online shopping, whether it's on Amazon or on an online website or through like the Smart Money Academy that we have online here. You would use your virtual card to do that purchase. And here's a really cool part here is you can actually freeze these cards. Watch this. If you feel like there's some fraudulent activity going on, you can literally go into the app and freeze the card, or you can unfreeze the card as well. And you can freeze your physical card or unfreeze your physical card as well. So if you feel like there's something going on or someone has access to your card there, you can literally go into your app, freeze a card, and they cannot get money off your card anymore, which is a phenomenal feature. Before you used to have to call the banks and do all that stuff, but now you can actually do that through the app. And the third thing here is you can actually view your spending trends. It's going to show you what you're spending on, what categories you're spending on, and it's also going to show you your trends week by week and month by month. So this is why you need to get this kind of credit card right here. Now, if you live in Canada, we've got a system called, what's it called? It's the debit credit cards that most banks offer. Can I tell you a little secret? Most of them don't work. I've tried almost every bank's debit credit card. I found one that works consistently. But with this stuff, it works every single time. No longer are you trying to figure out, will this card work here? Will I be able to pay for the car rental here? Will I be able to pay the hotel with my debit credit card here? Some hotels use them, some hotels don't. With a card like this, it works everywhere, and it works seamlessly right there. And so this is why you need to get this kind of card, and this is why this is the only time we'll tell you to go get a credit card. Prepaid MasterCard that you can load, that you can put money on, and it causes you to think ahead, not look behind. And that's why you need this credit card, guys. So hopefully you get this. Hopefully this information helps you here. Go to getstack.ca if you want to apply for a car. Actually, you don't need to apply. You get accepted right away to get a car like this and start to use this in your arsenal. Get rid of the old credit cards. Get rid of the cards that they're charging you a 19% interest on or 5% interest on. Get rid of those old cards. Get something like this. This is the new way to do this. This is a new way to win with money in our life and in our generation right here is by using preloaded cards that don't charge you a fee but work just like a credit card. Hey guys, Mike Croft here. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you live in the US, you're probably thinking, hey, what about us? The truth is you have a great system down there. You have access to what they call a debit credit card. Any bank or even any credit union will offer that to you. And it's a system that works all throughout the US and even throughout the world. And so that's what you have access to. And the truth is you don't really need a credit card because you have that. And your debit credit cards will act like a credit card, except it's money you actually have. So if you don't have one, go and get one. Hope you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you want some more content. And hey, check out these other videos we have for you.